Turn light on?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that was smart. Oh,
From stairs down.
Okay.
The Hollies, a group from Manchester, England, came into Milwaukee yesterday and were scheduled to appear at Divine's Ballroom here last night. Well, the appearance didn't go on as scheduled, and we're going to find out what happened.
Well, this is a fault mainly of our booking agents, Associated Booking, that didn't clear the booking with immigration. And a guy from immigration came down last night and very kindly explained that, that they had no notification. I do. They had no no notification that the booking was on the schedule. So they said that the decision was completely up to us whether we did it or not. You see, and the thing is, had we have done the show, we'd have violated our status over here, and they could have deported us. They won't. They said that they wouldn't take such drastic action, but we would have violated our status.
What's going to happen now?
Well, unfortunately, we had to disappoint the fans in Milwaukee last night. But we came down to the immigration office this morning and spent a couple of hours with the guys. They were very nice to us and explained exactly in detail what we had to do to avoid any further complications,
We were rather annoyed with the immigration people at first, but seemingly it's not so much their fault at all. They were quite right, We hadn't given them enough notice. Well, I'm saying we hadn't. All we want to do is just play, but we got into all this trouble, and seemingly it's the booking corporation whose fault it was. It won't happen again. We've lived. What's the word you say?
Learnt our lesson.
That's right.
Well, in America, I've heard quite a few things about immigration problems for the English groups. Is this true? Are there quite a few problems coming over here?
Yeah, well, as Graham said, the gentleman who came to see us last night explained that when you're coming over to America to do a job, you have to have a petition sent to the immigration offices and get it passed before you're allowed into the country to do these jobs. Well, somewhere along the way, they've been mislaid. That's why we couldn't do the jobs. We've even been cancelled television and things like that.
We were due to do Clark show, but unfortunately, because the Associated Booking didn't stay on top of the jobs and get them, seen through right to the end, they've been cancelled out, and these would affect the sales of I Can't Let Go quite considerably, I should think.
Which was that?
I Can't Let Go.
Okay. We're talking with 4 members of the Hollies today, and we're going to get their names from them.
I'm Graham.
Tony Hicks.
Alan Clark.
Eric Ado.
How did you fellows get your group started?
Well, actually, that cowboy fellow on the end there started the whole thing back in 62? Yeah,
yes,
1962.
4 years.
4 years.
And it was his idea to get the group going, and all the credit is due to Eric, I think.
It's nice to have him around, huh?
He's very, very quiet. He never speaks.
Eric, how did you come up with the name Hollies?
I don't know, it's just, it was Christmas and we needed a name, and it was just around at the time, so we picked Hollies, and that was it,
And how did you come up with the sound that you have?
It just happened, we didn't sit down and build the sound. It just came to us as we got together, We didn't work on it at all.
Tell us about your hometown, Manchester.
Oh, swinging city.
I think really that could be compared with sort of comparing Manchester with London. It can be compared with sort of Chicago and New York.
It's very friendly. Everyone's very friendly and very helpful there, And there's a lot of nice clubs that are not too expensive. In fact, we've taken several American visitors over to these clubs and they've been knocked out with them.
Mm-hmm. You write some of your own music too, right?
Well, yeah, we do all the B-sides of the numbers, and on all our albums we've got at least half of the numbers we write. We always go to write the A-side, but I suppose I could say fortunately we always manage to get a better number, we've written.
We nearly wrote Moonlight in Vermont once, but somebody beat us to it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We wrote the B-side of I Can't Let Go, which is our current record, which is different from I Can't Let Go in England.
Yeah. And let's face it, we always think we could have written the Beatles number when they've written it, don't we? We think we could have done that.
Oh yeah. Hard Day's Night we nearly wrote as well.
Yeah, too late again.
You fellas from England always have a great sense of humor. I enjoy it. Do you have some favorite story that you might pass along to our viewers?
I'll tell you one thing. In our wilder days of you know, of being like
Rebellism's the way.
rockers and that. We were doing a show in Wales, which is, you know, county in England. Well, it's another country, but it's attached to England. And Tony was doing a wild bit at the front, and we like to get to contact with the fans, you know. Consequently, he walked out on the piano, which was in the pit, and it was covered with a cloth. And unfortunately,
Glass.
This
is He's just walked in.
Remember, just came in. Now we're 5.
And unfortunately, there was no top on the piano, so Tony slowly sank right into the piano while he was still playing.
Play God Save the Queen.
Also, one night we arrived at a job in the early days, and we were told we had to build our own stage. And we did do. We had a load of boxes, hammer and nail, and we had to build it ourselves. That's true.
Well, at least all of this is quite lucrative, right?
Well, it's quite true as well, yes.
Okay, this is Bob Berry talking to the Hollies.
Bye.
I just in time, eh?
What did you feel? What did you feel?